Hey guys, welcome back to Movement Month. This is video 2 of focusing on the upper body movement and strengthening exercises. We've got our expert PT, Andrew Greenwood from BodyLean. He's going to take us through some basic but good upper body strengthening exercises, which can be a difficult area to target. So I'll hand it over to Andrew.
Alright, thanks very much. So I thought the best exercises that you can do from home that don't require any equipment is we'll get Matt here lying down on his front and we're going to do what's called a prone press. So if Matt can take his arms out to the side, he's going to keep his forehead down on the ground the whole time. If you start to lift your upper body up, you're going to work your lower back just a little too much for this exercise. It's not wrong, but we want to focus more on the upper back. So from there, I'm going to get Matt to squeeze his shoulder blades together as hard as he can. That's right. And then you can see that this movement here is drive. The muscles here are drive movement rather than trying to rotate through the shoulder. And then from there, he's going to keep his arms as high as possible. He's going to press out along the plane of the floor. That's it. And then bring the elbows back down. What you can do as you press out, rather than bringing your hands together, keep them a little bit wider, so you're about just slightly wider shoulder width, that's it, and then come back. And I want your focus to be all through the upper back here rather than the shoulder, so that's good. And if you keep going, just do 2 more, you would look at doing somewhere between 10 and 15 reps of this one, keeping it slow. It's not a rushed exercise. And the way to progress it, if you wanted to, is you could hold something light in your hands as well. Doesn't need to be heavy, 1 kilo, 2 kilo. That would be plenty, so rest there. And then another exercise you can do from the floor is what we call a hauler or haulers. So Matt's going to take his hands and place them in the small of his back, and then he's going to try and get his hands off the small of his back as high as he can, and then just a little bit straighter, that's it. And then from there he's going to start circling around and bring his arms right out in front, keeping the hands as high as possible. That's the key to this. Hands as high as possible the entire time. So as he comes around, it's not going to touch the lower back or the backside. That's it. And then we're going to keep going with that. Once again, anywhere between 10 and 15 reps. We're looking at somewhere around 45 seconds to a minute of holding this position, just because these are our postural muscles up here, so we want longer time under tension. And then once again, same with this exercise as previously, you want to think what your shoulder blades are doing. Don't rely on just kind of pulling your hands back and the shoulder coming forward. You want to think your shoulder blades are back and down the whole time. Alright, that'll do there before you get too tired. Good, take a breath. Alright, so we'll jump up. So that's 2 bodyweight exercises that you can do anywhere. Then I thought I'd show you one just using a band if you have a band at home. Lots of different ways to do this one, but we'll just show 1, maybe 2 different ways. So hook it onto anything sturdy, and then from here, the hand position we're going to use is palms up. Palms up is going to rotate the head of the humerus out this way so you're more open, and then you want to play around with the tension. So it's, with bands, it can go from little to a lot of tension really quickly. So you can either go that stance there, or you can go into a split stance, whichever is going to feel more comfortable for you. And then from there, Matt's going to pull in and try to pull the band apart at the same time. That's it. As you pull in, one of the things you want to focus on is think about the base of your shoulder blade right across the base of the other shoulder blade, rather than rely on these upper tracks here, because these are really strong for most people and they're dominant. So we're trying to think a little bit lower down. So Matt's pulling it and then he's trying to pull the band apart at the same time. Okay, relax there. With these ones here, think high reps. I think at home with using bands, 15 to 25 is quite a good way to do, to think about your set count as doing high reps of maybe up to 25. Then you can, if you're thinking you've got quite a big difference between your left and right strength, you can do the single arm as well. So let's we'll do left side. If you're doing left side, take your right leg, let's go left leg back. Go left arm, left leg back, and then from there it's the same thing. So Matt's going to pull in and try bring your shoulder blade towards your spine as much as possible. And this one here, I'd look at probably 15 reps there as well. That's it, the shoulder blade's coming in nicely, squeezing in through here and then out. And then as you get tired, what you often see is the chest will start to drop down. You want to make sure you keep your chest up as much as you can, because that helps get into the back a little bit more rather than the biceps. And then obviously you switch sides. Alright, so there's 4 exercises that you'll be able to try from home. I think that most people will be able to do.
Yeah, awesome. That was great, mate. Definitely gave me a bit of a workout there. For anybody at home that's underconfident with this stuff, we'd highly recommend Andrew at BodyLean here to come take a check out, have an assessment,